Hey, this is Rich over at TVP Live with another quick tips tutorials brought to you by Adobe Photoshop Elements Tutorials Group. And let's jump right in with today's poster who wanted to be able to turn the foreground here into more of a silhouette. As you can see over here on the left, that you can kind of see colors, the white of the building, and some of the lightness over here is showing through. Also, they wanted to get rid of the lamppost here and these lampposts there. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but the way we're going to do it is first we're going to make a copy of the original layer. So I'm going to right click up here and duplicate the layer. Now that we make a copy, I can turn off the back layer for a second. On the top layer, let's first take the color out of the whole photo. And I'm going to go to Enhance, Color, Remove Color, and that makes it into a black and white. Next, let's do Adjust Lighting, go to Brightness, Contrast, and watch what happens to the foreground image as we make the contrast up. This is where we're going to get the silhouette working really good here. And now it's looking like a good silhouette. Now, in order to get rid of the sky here, to leave the background, we're going to use the magic tool, and we're going to set that to like 30%. And we can just start in the middle. Make sure that we don't grab any of the foreground. I can shift, click portions that I want to add. See, it by mistake added the circus wheel, and we don't want to add that at all. Okay, so once we got most of what we want, which is the background, I'm going to go ahead and hit delete. And I want to make sure that I didn't get any of the foreground. See all these extra pieces here? We can get that manually with the polygon tool. I'm going to zoom in and draw around the foreground that we want to keep. And I can zoom out to show you what we're going to do. Hit delete, and that got rid of the whole background, with exception with these small portions here on the Ferris wheel. So we can zoom in and do that manually and using the magic tool. Hopefully, here's the magic tool. Let's go ahead and grab this little piece here. If it doesn't get all of it, we can always adjust the amount again afterwards. I can do shift click to grab a little more. See, that was too much. So when it starts grabbing too much, I'm going to go ahead and undo that. And then I'm just going to have to go with the polygon tool and literally go manually like this. It takes a little bit of time, but when you zoom into the photo, you see how jagged the picture really is. It's not that high resolution, so it's hard to grab stuff of different color values. So you just kind of have to just do it by hand. And now that we got the Ferris wheel all finished up, all we got to do is bring the colors back to the flag by erasing their portions. We're going to grab something like a 15-point brush and just simply erase right on top of the flags. It's that simple. That erases the foreground black and white and leaves the background color. And that's all there is to it. Finally, we want to get rid of this flagpole here and these over here. You can use the clone tool. So let's go ahead and zoom in and let's get a really big fat brush, something that's going to cover this whole area here. And all you got to do is hold the Alt down, pick a portion to the right of the flag, let's say right around here, and then we can get rid of some of that like that. And I'm going to pick another portion that's dark to match the top here and watch what happens. Disappears. Finally, since it's a little bit lighter there, I'll pick this portion here and follow that down. And there goes that pole. Now on this side over here, it's going to be a little bit harder to do the pole because we got this bottom building going on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a mask of this bottom portion by cutting this out like this, going straight across what I want to keep. And I just basically covered up this whole block. I'm going to right click and hit copy. And now that I made a copy of this block, what I'm going to do is I'm going to marry everything underneath. So I'm going to right click on the background and merge it down. So that whole background is one piece. And now I can just take a smudge brush and basically just smudge out these poles completely. And they will just disappear behind the background. And there we go. We got ourselves a good silhouette of the foreground. The background still stayed color, and these flags, if we zoom in, they're still the same full color. And that's it for this tutorial. This is Rich, calling it quits, saying over and out.